Hi, my name's Chelsea Abel. First off, I would like to say that I really enjoyed this course a lot. It started off as a lot of reading for me, and reading the dinner at the homesick restaurant was it was good. It was good writing, um, really good character portrayal. But I think it was written so well to the point that I really disliked the characters in the best way possible. It's just they were so real, and it seemed like their flaws were so real. And it's not like watching a movie where you end happily. It kind of ended like, oh, yeah, they still have all these issues, and I don't know if it's going to get better or not, but it was real. And it really went along well with the rest of the course, especially week 3. I think when we were watching Brene Brown's videos. I had seen her Netflix special before this course, but I hadn't seen those other videos. And watching them from the perspective of the Toll family was very different. And I think I thought mainly about Pearl and Cody and just how, I guess, messed up they are. There's a lot there that they could really use authenticity and vulnerability, um, and those things that she talks about. So that was good. And it kind of helped watching it like, oh, they could use that. And then I didn't really go too far into thinking about how much I could use that. And I probably didn't go that far until the last week on grief and death. I haven't personally gone through a lot of, um, really haven't gone through the hugely intense death loss situation yet in my life. So I couldn't necessarily relate on that level, but the books on that were just my favorite for sure. The one by C.S. Lewis I read and really felt like I related to him, and now I literally want to go and read all of his books. Um, and Anne Lamott's book, I'm going to be honest, I started off kind of reading it thinking this is going to be all about prayer, and I struggle with prayer, and I sometimes those types of books can be cheesy. And this book was just so purely authentic, and the way that she wrote was so genuine to me. And I felt like I could really relate to both of them so much, which I think is surprising given that I haven't gone through the intense grief and death that especially C.S. Lewis has gone through. Um, yeah, and I think throughout this course I've learned that the purpose of interpersonal dynamic relationships um, is hugely important. I think I knew that, but a lot of the written material, especially I think Gottman's material, kind of pushed that. I'm currently in a relationship with someone, and so I did a lot of comparisons to me and what Gottman had to say. And I think Gottman was really what pushed me to kind of start looking at myself and saying, oh, yeah, I do that, and that's not good. And that's a flaw of mine. Yeah, I am passive aggressive sometimes. And yeah, and I think that's good. I like that it kind of pushed me a little bit. So then by the time I got to week 5, I'm reading some more of that material. I'm trying to be more authentic. I'm trying to be more genuine because that truly is so important to me. I guess that's kind of my life mantra. But even watching Brene Brown on the Netflix special, I was thinking, I'm pretty good at being vulnerable. Like, I don't have very many issues with that. And I think I am with people that I'm extremely close with. But I really struggle being vulnerable, I think, in professional settings or settings with people that I don't know as well. And I really kind of um, I try to be perfect, and I try to look like I'm all put together and everything's perfectly fine. So, to answer the question, what am I going to do with this material? Uh, I really want to use a lot of the things from Gottman in my personal relationship right now because I think there was a ton of amazing stuff. But I also want to do work on um, Brene Brown's message, and I think C.S. Lewis and Anne Lamott do a beautiful, beautiful job of that, and they're a wonderful example of it. Um, to start off with being authentic and genuine and honest, I have taken this class once before and I failed. It was the only time I failed a class, and I was going through a little bit of a rough time in my life, and I do deal with issues with anxiety and um, working full time and taking these courses has turned out to be a little bit harder than I had expected. And that's been, I guess, embarrassing for me because I think it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, so I really want to say that I appreciate you, Professor Jen, because um, the notes that you added to the top of Moodle and the notes that you added to my assignments, I read them and I could feel genuinely that you care. And sometimes my assignments don't get turned in exactly on time, and that's hugely and partially due to because of the fact that I have these issues with anxiety and deadlines and that stuff. So I'm sorry that I did not reach out to you, but I could feel your warmth and I could feel that you cared in what you posted and said, and I truly, that helped me more than I can probably express in words right now. So thank you for that, and thank you for this course. It really did teach me something, I think, and that's the main point of this. And